Hi. In last session, we saw how to create application modeler for the calculator and then how we have launched. Now we'll understand how to create elements and then how to create actions. These are very important in Blue Prism. First thing is application modeler, second is element, third is action. We'll came to know what it mean by element, what it mean by action here. Now observe this, this is application modeler. If you want to work with application, first step what we need to do is click on launch. Now, when you clicked on launch, the application is open. Here, what you are going to perform on application is a action, and where you are performing in application is a element. Remember this. It means I am clicking on 9 button. 9. Clicking is a action. Where I am doing in this portion, we will call it as a element. And clicking on plus, click is a action, mouse click. And then where we are doing is a element. The same way, when we are giving any username for your email ID, username where you are giving is a element, and what you are performing there is a action. You are going to type your username. Typing username is a action. Where you are giving that username box is your element. The same way, password box is your element. What you are giving, typing is a action. And then sign in button is there. Sign in button, click is a action. Where you are performing, sign in button is a element. That is element and actions. For every application, whatever we are going to implement, everything we used to call it as a actions. So our requirement here is we need to click on 9 and then plus and then click on 5. After that, we need to click on equal and then we need to capture this result. This is our requirement. This is what we need to implement by your using Blue Prism. For this, how many actions we are performing? Let's observe this. First action is we opened your application. Opening application is also a action. After that, clicking on 9, one action, plus another action, 5, another action, click on equal, another action, getting the result, another action. After that, closing, another action. To perform all these actions, we need a elements. Where you are performing, that is a element. See, observe this. This is your default element. We used to call it as a main element. Main element. Now let's see how to create a element for other actions. Click on a element and then what you need here, button 9. Button 9. Observe this. When you want to create a element, where you are creating element for what? For application, right? That application should be there. And when application is there, then you need to take this element. To create this element, always we need to click on identify button here. Without identify button, we cannot able to do anything. So here, the reason of why we have downloaded this calculator from Google is because in Windows 10, the calculator will not support. Won't get this identify button. That's why we have downloaded the basic calculator and then we are implementing this. Now click on identify. See this, when you click on identify, you have the right hand side, the top, you can able to see identification tool Win32 mode, right? This we used to call it as a spying or cloning, and control and left click to select highlighted item. Control and left click. Control and right click to release. Press Alt to switch spy mode. Here we have some spy modes. Win32. When I clicking Alt, observe this, it is changing. UI automation mode, accessibility mode, region mode. These are the modes which we are having to spy any application. Spy means it's capturing the properties of that particular element in that application. Because when you click on any specific application, it will perform 3. It will perform 6 here. It will click on 9. It will perform 9, right? How it understand? So it's because of the properties in the backend, how they have written the program, right? The same thing, if Blue Prism is doing, it's also perform the same thing. For that, we need to clone the properties. We need to capture the properties of this button. Then only when we are performing that action by Blue Prism, then it will perform the same action how it is implementing. Because the properties has been captured, the same properties it will apply on this particular application. That's why we need to create element. Now we are creating the element for button 9, right? Button 9. If you observe this here, see this. So Win32 and then UI mode. Observe this one. You can able to see identifying, right? UI mode, right? Some of the elements is highlighting. When it is coming to accessibility, see this, highlighting the elements, each and everything, right? See this one. You can able to, it will highlight, right? So what are the things it is highlighting, you can able to see. Observe this region mode. Region mode, this is the highlighting. And then Win32. So for any application, by default, mode is any desktop application, executable file, your default mode is your Win32. See this, it's highlighting, right? See this one. So, right? If you want to change the mode, what you need to do is you need to click on Alt button to change your mode, UI mode. It is telling, right? Accessibility mode. See this region mode. But which mode it is working, with that mode you can able to work. Now by most of the time, so for desktop applications, always we will go with Win32 mode. Now, if you want to capture the properties, what you need to do is control and left click. Then it will capture the properties of that particular element. Now see this, it captured all the properties, right? And then if you want to cross verify, click on highlight. See this, it's highlighting. See this, highlighting. It means it captures the properties of that 9 button. When you are using this button 9 element in your Blue Prism, then it will perform the action in your application as 9. That's the meaning of this. That's how the element will be created. So once the element is created, then you need to click on highlight to cross check whether it is highlighting or not. After that, you need to click on apply. Okay, that's it. The element has been created. So what we have done to create an element, first we clicked on application modular, and then we have given a name of the element, and then we clicked on identify, right? So then it will ask you again, identify, yes, let it be. And then you can see the different modes for spying, and then you need to come to that application, then you need to exactly highlight the which one you need to spy for the element, and then you need to use control left click to capture the element. Win32, control left click, observe this, right? Same one. After that You need to click on highlight. After that, you need to click on apply and okay. Apply. Okay, that's it. This is the way how we can able to create the element. In next, so we will see how to create action for this particular element.